to me. The second, I'm sorry. The second. I went to another one earlier this morning, and midway through me doing just a little bit of research, answering some emails and answering some job interviews, I also filled out like 3 job interviews before they cut the Wi-Fi off. Like, yeah. I guess that more people in my area have seen my stuff than I realize. Yeah. So let's just pick back up. I'm going to start over. Let's start with MS-13. I was talking about what their mantra is. Their mantra is to kill, rape, steal, and murder. These are not good people. These are people that want, their whole purpose of being here is to cause havoc, to wreak freaking havoc on the U.S. as much as they can, kill as many people as they can, rape as many women, and they have killed children along the way. It's absolutely horrifying that this girl was living her best life. So let me start over. Makes me so frustrated. Like, do you know how pathetic you have to be to interrupt somebody because you're like, really? I feel bad for the other people in the parking lot that lost their internet service too. Like, they need to step their freaking game up, McDonald's. Big time. The food is horrible for you. The prices are high as hell. You get attitude when you go through there. The only good thing about it was the Wi-Fi. And then this is the second time today that I've been to a McDonald's and they've cut the Wi-Fi off on me intentionally. I know this is like this area too. They know who I am. I know for a fact. So yeah, it's one of them things. So let's talk about Kayla. Good thing I have all of this up. So Kayla was 20 years old. She had autism. Her mother actually said that Kayla wanted to live on her own with her boyfriend and do a normal life thing. Even though Kayla had autism, she was high functioning. She was working 2 jobs. She was working one job at a grocery store and another job cleaning houses. It seems like she was either cleaning houses or maybe working third somewhere, stocking or something, because she was working a third shift schedule and her boyfriend was working during the day. He left out on the morning of July. I'm sorry. He left out on the day of Kayla's death. He later is at work and he gets a call from Kayla and he misses the call. He then gets a voicemail and he can hear what sounds like something is happening to Kayla. Something has happened to her. It's a 2.5-minute voice recording voicemail on his phone. Now remember, he left. She was just getting in. She said she was going to bed, and he saw her get in bed and go to bed. And then a few hours later, he gets a phone call. He misses it. He didn't pick it up because he's working. Then he listens to the voicemail, and he immediately rushes home. He knew something was wrong from the voicemail. It sounded horrific. He gets home and he finds Kayla on the bedroom floor with a AirPod charging cord wrapped around her neck. She was not breathing, and he called 911 and they were not able to revive her. She was dead. The crime scene was brutal. He violated her body. He strangled her and then assaulted her body sexually. So Kayla and her boyfriend had just moved into this trailer park 5 days prior. Now, obviously, if she's working at a grocery store and cleaning houses, um, you, you know, these are 2 young people who are just getting out on their own. They can't afford the most uppity up places. So the trailer park that they moved into was definitely sketchy, okay? And apparently the area was a shithole. There was, violence and chaos and drama, and it was not a safe place to live. And Kayla only lived there 5 days before the gang member, whose name is not released because he's a juvenile. It seems like they just want to protect these people. Of 22. Hamilton's death was determined by the medical office, the chief medical examiner, to be a homicide by strangulation. Detectives learned from Hamilton's family that she was autistic and had recently moved in with her 22-year-old boyfriend. How horrific. This poor guy, he'll never be right again. So this guy was from El Salvador, the murderer. So they were able to nab him after comparing his DNA evidence from the crime scene. He was apprehended. Of course, they already have it because he was already a criminal before he committed this crime. Same MO, same stuff, different day. He was apprehended in Edgewood, Maryland, which is around 10 miles south of Aberdeen. Early, this was when it actually happened. Now, when I go and try to find out what happened in this case, it says now that back in 22, he was being held without bond. His identity is unknown at this time. And if you look into this, you still can't find it out. But Kayla's mama is doing the right thing. Let me tell you about Kayla's mama because she actually spoke about this and she talked about her daughter. A $1 million lawsuit has been filed against the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Health and Human Services. These people are evil. I talk about these people all the time. These people are evil, okay? Stemming from the rape and murder of Kayla Hamilton, allegedly by an illegal MS-3 gang member. The wrongful death suit is believed to be the first of its kind, according to the Claypool law firm. Kayla Hamilton, who was autistic, was killed inside of her Maryland apartment just days before her 20th birthday in 22. So she wasn't even 20 years old yet. And this kid, who was 16, I mean, to be that violent, already, like, whoa, get him off the street. He's crazy. That's scary. I'm smiling because I'm uncomfortable. Like, that's really scary. That's terrifying. Because if I was to see a kid of that age, I would never think that they were capable of something like that. But that tells you what he's been up to. That's not somebody's first time doing something like that. A teenager with alleged ties to the MS-13 gang has been charged in her death and is awaiting trial. I guess it's not too shocking when you think about the fact that their mantra is kill, steal, rape, and murder. Like, this is what they are bred to do. This is what he was taught to do. Her mom, Tammy Nobles, testified in the GOP's effort to impeach Homeland Security Director Alejandro Mayorkas. This is the guy that I've talked about time and time again. He is partially responsible for children that are missing. He is responsible for this border crisis, absolutely, but he's also intertwined with the woman who is the head of DHS who lost all of these children. He was only living there for 5 days before he raped and killed my daughter, Nobles said in an interview with Fox News. We are suing for $100 million because we need to make a change in this country, Brian Claypool said. He says DHS failed to keep a known gang member out of the U.S. I agree. I think, listen, anybody that's been a victim of something like this, I think that you are entitled to money because your government has screwed you over and they're saying, deal with it. Good luck. That's your trauma and repercussions. We had nothing to do with it. And they're acting like they had nothing to do with this. And they are absolutely responsible for all of this. It's so scary. Like, it's one thing to have people coming here because they want to come here to better their lives and they want to achieve the American dream. This is something completely different. This is a child that was probably raised in a street gang from 3-4 years old, and he is, to die for this gang. Like, there's no reforming these people. Not this kid. He is part of the gang, and he will die doing gang stuff. Had Homeland Security done their job, and this was not a hard job to do, lift his shirt up, gang tattoo, phone call to El Salvador, he's on the list, and back to El Salvador. They're saying that's the process. That's how easy it would have been to deport his ass back to where he come from. Kayla Hamilton, they're saying that she wanted to get married and that she wanted to have a child. Lord. I can't even read it. It'll make me cry. It says Claypool contends the federal government also failed Kayla, but by not confirming then the 16-year-old gang member had the required sponsor in the U.S. He was placed in a rented room in the same trailer where Kayla lived. What? These people were rooming together? What in the damn trailer park is going on here? Y'all, listen, I grew up in a trailer park, but we had a whole trailer, okay? We went renting rooms. Bless her heart. God, I feel so bad for this baby girl. There's no telling what kind of damn hell she went through living with this guy for 5 days. Like, y'all, this is so messed up. This is how sad rent prices are. I bet you that that Kayla and her boyfriend working together, her 2 jobs and him a job, I bet that it still wasn't enough money, you know, to get something better. It's just sad. I just see every angle of this. They couldn't afford a better place. They're having to take in this slum lord over here of a trailer park owner needs to be locked up and deported if what I hear is true. Allegedly, all of this is allegedly. If what I hear is true, he needs to be picked up by Homeland Security too. Once the suspect was under arrest, Homeland Security and Child Protective Services failed to keep the boy in a secure facility. Oh, I think we're about to find out what happened to him. The detectives later found out that he was not put in a secure location. They put him in an unsecured children's home with other children. This was after he murdered Kayla. Oh, he didn't mean to. It was an accident. He's just a 16-year-old kid. We believe, this is from the attorney, Mr. Claypool. We believe this is a landmark case that is going to make new law in the country because we are alleging that Homeland Security breached what's called operational negligence. They had protocol to follow, and they didn't follow that. And I completely agree. It is unbelievable. So this is the best damn question I've had as to where this damn boy is. So we don't have a name to find him. We also don't have if you Google the Kayla's case and sentencing, nothing comes up in public record for the county. So, like, this kid is being protected by essentially ICE and Homeland Security, even though he's done murdered this poor, pitiful girl who was trying to do her best. This pisses me off. This is such a sad one, man. I'm glad her mama is suing. It'll never fix anything, but if it helps pass some kind of new law, or, here's the thing, why are we not locking up the member? Like, I just feel like the officers that are allowing this to happen, they should be able to go to jail when they're responsible for deporting somebody and they haven't. I don't know. Something needs to happen. Somebody needs to go to jail. And these dumb news channels, although no motives have been revealed, I'm trying to see what is his status, and I'm just getting the same articles. I mean, it could still be in process. Like, he could still be waiting on sentencing. It is a murder charge. He did commit it in 2022. It's only 2024. Sometimes these things can take up to 5 years with him having I mean, technically, he would still have a hold on him. He would have to get processed for these charges, and then his immigration status would be handled. Or if ICE wants to be really shitty, they can pick him up and just take him back to his country, like they did the other guy the other day, that Sheriff Grady begged them not to do because it's helping out the criminal. But, I mean, I don't deny that they need to be deported, but also listen, we got the death penalty for a reason. Maybe not. If they keep coming back and keep doing the same shit and killing us, maybe we just need a damn choo-choo, fast lane, Texas. Okay, because we have it for a reason. I'm sick of watching people die, and I'm sick of being harassed by the same type of people. I mean, it's really pathetic that this country is looking like this, that people are terrified. I can tell that people are scared, and I'm scared, and kids are getting ripped off of bicycles in parks, and girls are getting killed in their own homes. I feel so bad for her. I feel really bad for her boyfriend, her mother, her whole family. I mean, just imagine being at work and missing that phone call, the guilt that you would carry. And it is not his fault whatsoever. Whatsoever. He did the best he could. It breaks my heart that him going and finding Kayla, the boyfriend, leaving work and going and finding her tells me that he loved her and that he was serious about finding her and protecting her and making sure she was all right. And that just breaks my heart that he had to find her like that. They said that he was so desperate to get the cord off of her neck that he bit it off with his teeth. It was a charging cord for AirPods, and he bit through the I cord, or the cord from the AirPods. He bit it off of her neck. He was fighting in desperation to get it from around her neck. Such a sad case, man. I was looking up something else and found her case, and I was just like, what? How did I not hear about this? I'm about to take myself to bed. I ate those tacos, and I'm fat and sassy now. I also opened some of that trail mix and ate some of it. Love it. Yep, they do. Or they either charge people with crimes that they didn't do just to ruin their lives. I mean, it's really unbelievable that they're protecting this guy like this. Put his face out there. Everybody needs to know what he looks like. So if he gets back over the border, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think that maybe we're going to have some solutions this coming year. I don't think that it's going to happen as fast as everybody is expecting. It's almost as if people think that he's going to get in office and things are just going to go back to the way they were in damn 2016 or something. But I hate to tell you, that just ain't the case. It might take 10 years before we're able to clean this mess up. And then along that 10 years, who's to say that people stay on track? We done fallen so far away from God. Here, y'all walk to the trash can with me, and then I'm off the phone. This is a kind of sketchy area where I'm at. Oh. I didn't know anybody was serious about voting for Kamala. I thought that was just all media lie. Is there actually a 1% out there on? And talked about how the Biden administration and all them was protecting this boy. They knew he was a danger. He wasn't even supposed to be living on his own. He was supposed to be living with some kind of sponsor. It was his aunt. And he had took off from there, and his aunt didn't know what to do. She didn't even contact the Department of Homeland Security or anything. She just said, oh, well, one less problem I have to deal with. And so this 17-year-old gang member is in the streets when he's supposed to be on watch by his aunt because of his immigration status and the fact that he had already been in trouble previously. So it was just like, one oopsie, okay, so you got caught, oopsie, one time with something minor. But this level of brutality and yeah, that's a cold-hearted, non-conscious, scary person, somebody that can do something like that at such a young age. And I'm telling you right now, there's no way that's his first time. I don't believe it's his first time. That's just in my opinion. Allegedly, I will never believe that was his first time doing something brutal to a woman like that, because there's stuff that I can't even say on here that was so brutal. Like, there's facts, and he's a sick weirdo, and people like that, he's just going to come back over that border if we don't build a wall or do something to deter these people from coming here. Once again, I have nothing against people doing wanting to come because they want a better life. I want a better life. I feel you. I'm right there struggling with you, baby. But there's a legal way and a non-legal way, and time again, these cases are starting to come out. I have no doubt that that's been covered up. Like I said, I had to dig for a lot of the information, and a lot of it's missing. It's sad that you type that in, and it's only just like a few articles that really don't explain anything. And you know, I'm glad to see these things coming to light now, and I think we're going to see a lot more of them. I think the media has not been telling us the news that we've needed because, you know, you know. But I love you guys. We'll catch up tomorrow. I might end up doing something kind of fun tomorrow, so that's my plan. Something fitness. But I want to get outside and get in the weather, and well, unless it's gonna rain. I haven't checked the weather. It might rain. I might be in the house all day. We'll see. But my plan is to get up early, maybe get a workout in, and maybe get some fitness done. Definitely look for some content, and we'll catch up in the morning. I hope you guys have a great night. I love you guys, and pray for me because God knows I need it, and I'm praying for you guys. Stay safe out there. Be safe. Bye.